Hello again, it's me, Miss Kyria, and we are going to talk about a really noisy game. You can get a couple different variations of this game. This is one I thrifted. I've thrifted this a few times because it ends up at the thrift store because it's an old and a classic game. Boggle or Boogle. There aren't any current commercials, so I'm not sure about the exact pronunciation that is accurate because I hear both from experts. So I call it Boggle. You can call it whatever you would like. Just play the game. See, it's obnoxious. Hurts my ears, but it's a lot of fun. Now, it seems that there are many ways to play it, but I like to keep it really simple and straightforward and make the rules kind of linear, logical. So once you shake it, you take the lid off, and you start to search for words. They need to be 3 letters or more. And the key on this is that the letters need to be touching. Now, you can see that my letters are a little bit wonky as far as different directions. Some of my students were totally fine with this and had no issues, especially since the W does have a line to give us a clue that that is a W. Some of my students in the past have had to have it all facing one direction. So we spend time carefully rotating the letters. This does take some time. So account for that. One shake is one game. So that's good. And you just go until you run out. Even the O seems to have a direction. There we go. So we are all facing the same direction now. And again, you can see the line under the W and the M, so you can tell what direction it goes. They are all in the uppercase. That also helps for letters like L and I when you find an I. Now, here we go. The key is looking for words. A lot of young kids will start off with the simple ones, the 3-letter words like got. This letter, G, touches right here the O, because it's below it, so it touches the O, and then the O touches the T, so we can spell it. If they didn't touch and it was like, see, it's noisy. If it was like this, G-T-O, shh, I know what you're thinking, but no, we're not talking about that. This would not spell got because we can't jump over the T to get to the O first. So that would not make a word. Now, sadly, G-O-N, the E is over here and it's jumped. So G touches the O touches the N. So we could go this way, but we can't get to that E, so we can't spell gone. Now, this one I shook up and I've not seen a lot of word choices. Oh, ton. We've got that. Oh, there's that N again. So we could own, and then we have to jump for the E, so I couldn't write it down. It's kind of the simple version of how you can play it. I know that sometimes we try to help our kiddos along and cheat on their behalf and move letters around. It never works. You think you're going to put it in this great place and it's going to help them make more words. Again, 10 years in it, I've been doing this for a long time, and I tried to do that in the first couple of years, and I always found that it messed it up and it made it worse, and that they tended not to find enough words compared to where the letter was originally, especially when moving the vowels around. So, don't do that. Don't try. It doesn't help. Now, the person with the most words written down is the winner, and real words. We want to make sure that they're real words. I always ask if it's debatable, if it's a real word, can you use it in a sentence? How would you use it? This helps me know that they're understanding the spelling as well, because if they're using the word correctly, but they have mispronounced it and they have a spelling error, especially when we're dealing with vowel teams like E and A together, or O and W together, and they've used O and U instead of O and W, like bowl, and they've just like, okay, I'm guessing how to spell bowl, and they use a U instead of a W. be lenient there. Don't get too hard if they don't know that spelling rule yet. So you can count it or choose not to count it depending on where they're at in their ability to spell. So imaginative or phonetic spelling can be acceptable for a period of time until they've learned how to spell those words correctly. So leniency there. This is definitely something more 7, 8, and above. As they get older, so we're talking 9, 10, and 11. When they get older and you're still playing this game, because you can, use the unique words as the winning point. So whoever has the most unique, not that it's a special word, but like they have 3 words that are not on my list, then they win. This is a good way to help them boost their confidence, because they are then recognizing they spotted words I didn't. Because a lot of times they're going to spot the same words that you spot because they're closer to, you know, your level of reading, because at some point we kind of level out. So they're going to, especially when we're playing this game, they're kind of going to level out because you can't spell differentiated here. You just can't. So you're gonna be pretty equal, and this is where their recognition of a word you didn't figure out is gonna make them feel really proud that they thought of that word and they found it and they spelled it correctly. So that's what I do with the older kiddos, is not about how many words are on the list, but how many words we did not have in common on our list. Now, if you have any questions about Boggle, let me know. There are, again, many different variations of this game. I like the classic one, and again, if you're thrifting it, you're going to find it for between $3 and $5. Online, it's somewhere between 10 and 12. In store, about the same price. So, yes, there is a Boggle Junior. I just go for the regular. The Boggle Junior is really just a learning tool of letters with dice and a tray. You can use a learning mat for that instead. Go for this game. Don't bother with the junior version. Go for the full-fledged game. Some other games, I do recommend juniors, like Monopoly Junior. But this one, go regular. And I'll see you in the next video for another learning game.